Hi, this is Ren, and this is All Walks of Film. So, the Alamo Drafthouse has decided to do something a bit radical. They've decided to have an all-women screening of Wonder Woman. Now, this is at the Austin and New York City Alamo Drafthouse. It might happen at some of the other ones, but I didn't see that. So, going on to their website, they say, and I quote, "Apologies, gentlemen, but we're embracing our girl power and saying no guys allowed for a special one night at the Alamo Ritz. And when we say people who identify as women only, we mean it. Everyone working at this screening, venue staff, projectionist, and culinary team will be female. So lasso your geeky girlfriends together and grab your tickets to this celebration of one of the most enduring and inspiring characters ever created." While I understand the desire to have a girls' night at the theater, I can understand some of the backlash against this, primarily from people that are fans that like the Alamo Drafthouse. I personally have never been to the Alamo Drafthouse, but I've heard really good things about the theater. This is the first major superhero film starring a woman. The film is also directed by a woman, Patty Jenkins, whose only major movie credit is Monster. This seems to kind of feed into this modern third wave feminist idea to keep men and women separate. Previous generations didn't seem to do that. And honestly, it just doesn't feel like Wonder Woman. Certainly, it feels like our people, the Amazons, because it was an all-women society, and they had a lot of negative opinions on men before Steve Trevor crashed his plane on Themyscira. Now, the proceeds are going to Planned Parenthood, which I personally think is really cool. On the opening weekend of 20th Century Women, part of the proceeds went to help Planned Parenthood, and I went to the theater to support that. That movie was really good. Unfortunately, not a lot of people saw it, but I believe it's still on Redbox, and it presents feminism sort of in a way where just this one kid respects his mom and the women around him. He just kind of can't fit in. And currently, feminism has sort of an identity crisis. Some people think that feminism means women only. This is what I would kind of refer to as the Amazonian feminists. Then you have people who believe in gender equality. Some people see that as egalitarian, but other people would argue that that's still feminist. I personally think that if we're living in a generation where we're trying to get rid of gender binaries and all this kind of stuff, why would you have a gender-specific name for gender equality? It just seems kind of weird to me. But while I don't think that there's anything objectionably wrong about this, I mean, there are girls' nights at bars and women-only events and everything like that, I am actually curious if this is going to inspire more films to have segregated screenings. Think of Get Out. Like, imagine if they decided to have an all-African-American screening of Get Out and have the proceeds go to the NAACP or something like that. I was actually kind of thinking that if they did a screening of Fight Club, you could make it male only and have all the proceeds go to testicular cancer, because you'd be doing it for Bob. But I don't know. I mean, if the screenings are sold out, then all the power to them. Some people are calling for a boycott of the Alamo Drafthouse, which I think might be going a little too far, but I kind of understand that there is a rejection of what this new social justice warrior culture is. And like this sort of seems to kind of feed into that a little bit. And I don't know. I just don't like this sort of vindictive attitude about this. It just doesn't seem like the character of Wonder Woman would be on board with it. So what do you think? Do you think Girls' Night Out screenings are a good thing? Or do you think that it should be open to everyone, with the proceeds going to Planned Parenthood to make more money? Will this screening make more money being a female-only screening? Or would it make more money if it were open to all genders? We'll certainly find out that night. Thanks for watching.